Hello, Netherwind. This is a message to you. Now listen, I was a little mad at your little, the Archie comics are getting weirder because honestly, it just, like, dude, you gotta understand, like, some of these guys will take you seriously. Like, you may think, oh, well, there's no way no one will take me really seriously, but some will. Well, let me tell you one thing. The same Archie Sonic group. They're not a cult. Whoever said that they're a cult is stupid. And let me tell you something. I'm a part of that group, but we haven't really, all of us really haven't seen eye to eye with each other ever since the IDW comics because of Ian Flynn. Because Ian Flynn, from what I heard, has like a history of I don't know, like banning fans and doing shit to them. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But like I was gonna do this video originally, being all mad and shit. But when I really think about it, you didn't really do anything wrong. It's just the fact of the matter is, I want to educate people on the maybe not educate. Educate's going a little too far, but I really want to inform people about the certain elements of the Archie comics. So, I want to show people that the Archie comics aren't weird by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, they are a little bit, but they have a they have all these comics that you read randomly have stories, and they have stories and like established lore that you have to kind of get into, like right around the various things I explained in my last video. Not the Bugsy Prime one, the other one before that one. I want to show people that the Archie Sonic has a right to exist as much as classic Sonic, as much as you know modern Sonic, as much as any other Sonic in the gigantic Sonic multiverse we fans have created. Because there's a reason why people flock to the Archie comics. There's a reason why people like the older stuff too. There's a reason why we like Knuckles' backstory so much. You know, the Save Archie Club ain't amused at what you did. Personally, I kind of wasn't either, because honestly, it just it's not even your fault. It's like, if you do like the video you're doing, it just will spread. Some people will be mature, but others will just be like, this one YouTuber said that Archie comics were weird and stuff. And it kind of hurts me, because that's what happened with a lot of Sonic stuff. They just say, oh, it's ignorant. Sonic is bad because blah, 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 and it's, I feel like history will repeat itself again. And I'm not telling you to stop doing what you're doing if you want to do it and look at these books with no context. Least you can do is, whenever I make a video of my little Archie history series, um, send them over my way so they can actually be informed. You know, let them have their fun with you, and then if you feel inclined, bring them over to me so I can actually show them. What all of it means. After you had your little chuckle. You know what I mean? Now, I'm gonna show you what. Well, Netherwind, I just want to say that I have really nothing against you. I did get mad at you a little bit because you didn't really get. It's bad enough we have enough people being ignorant about the Archie comics enough, and I feel like maybe it won't cause a bunch of people to say the Archie comics are stupid. But because people like Jimmy was and Game Grumps have said that Sonic Adventure sucks. Everybody thinks Sonic Adventure sucks. I remember everybody used to say that Sonic Adventure was pretty good. Sonic Adventure 2 was even better. But now it's like Sonic Adventure 1 Sonic Adventure 1 sucks. Sonic Adventure 2 has some good parts, but it also sucks. You know. Some of these YouTubers don't understand, their influence, their actual influence on people. And I'm not talking about the people who know better. I'm talking about the people that are so impressionable, they will hang off of every YouTuber's word without question, without even thinking about it, without even really, truly thinking about it. So I wanted to make it my job to educate, or at least make people understand the Archie comics a little bit more. Heck, while I'm at it, maybe try to make some Son Amy fans actually understand Sonic, Sonic and Amy and Sally's little love triangle a little bit more, which I will go into in my next video. Still got some time before I have to stream, so I'll do that. I'll do that. I wanted to just say that because I'm doing like this is a twofer. I'm not just talking about United the Wind. I'm also talking about Teen Titans Go to movies in their post credit scene. But I wanted to take this minute to really talk to you and get you to understand what's going on. I know, like some of the people in the some people in the Save Archie Sonic are being a tad bit touchy, but you kind of get that way when basically the company who basically did Sonic comics for years expanded the lore of Sonic to the best parts of the Sonic games and SatAM and put them together in one big story for it to be all shut down in like a millisecond. That's how it feels. You know, when I heard the news that the Archie comics were ending because there's a lot of factors happened. I know Archie didn't want to do it anymore. They didn't want to do it with Kim Pender, so they just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna end it." But the thing about Archie is they made us believe that it was still gonna go, and I knew because I know comics more than anything else. When they say we're gonna put it on an extended absence or an extended hiatus, that means that they're done with it. More often than not, that means a comic is done. It is dead. It is so dead that they can't say it yet because they're not ready to announce to everybody that it's dead. But yeah. But I really implore you to try to read some of these arcs from the beginning so you can actually get a good grasp on them. I mean, you don't have to do it for your videos, but I would suggest you do it so you can understand characters a little bit more. Now, the rest of the Save Archie the rest of the Save Archie club will probably be like, this and that with you. Some people are mature in there, but others are just kind of stuff because I was looking at the journal when they actually mentioned you, and they were like, well, he's doing that on purpose. And I'm like, when I really think about it, you're doing this for a laugh, for a giggle, for a chuckle, for people to laugh with you on parts of the Sonic comic that you don't really like or think that is kind of laughable or fanfictiony. And normally I hate that word, but I understand you're just doing it to make a joke. And I'm not mad at you for that. I was mad at you in my two other videos, but I calmed down and I really had to think about it. You know, I'm just saying, you know, if you're not gonna do it for your videos, do it for yourself so you can actually understand it. Because the comics are actually compelling with things like actual stakes being raised, characters actually dying. None of that fake out bull that we had in Sonic Forces. Actual characters die. And I just want people to in a way, I want people to understand Archie Sonic. They don't have to like it, but they do have to just understand it a little bit. And I will tell it to anybody who wants to actually listen. I'm not gonna be like, motherfucker, you gotta read this. Read it. And I'm not expecting you to really like it or think that I'm higher than you because of all this, because I know more than you. I'm just a guy who's trying to get people to understand, Archie Sonic a little bit more. Because I run into a bunch of people on DA who hate Sally but don't really understand Sally. They've only seen like a few things, like the slap and when Sonic was a traitor, and everybody thought that Sonic was this big old traitor, and Amy was the only one that believed him. And then that's like a big thing with some Sonic Amy fans, why they hate Sally, a whole bunch of things, man. And because of that, that's why I said the context in the Archie comics matter, because they'll take a ass random ass panel, and they'll be like, yeah, this character's blah blah blah. It gets on my nerves, man. And for a little bit, it got on my nerves with you because you were like, this kid, you were like, they don't know what this is, blah blah blah. You know, Kim Penders did do a lot of bad, but I feel like Knuckles' backstory is the literally only thing I will give this man credit for. We know about Knuckles' people's society, about the various factions and various other things. And oh, the best freaking part of the old timeline. The interject fight with Sonic. And like, and, we want Sega to make these stories into actual games, but ever since Sonic Forces, I've been pretty hesitant about it because I don't know, they might do good and they might fuck it up. Who knows? But they probably won't do it because they do the Interjack story. They're gonna have to pay Ken Penders like so much money just to get it done. Either way it goes, Night of the Wind, I don't have any ill will towards you. None whatsoever. I feel like sometimes you jump the gun on some things that you talk about. I feel like you can be a little bit stubborn sometimes on certain things. But I don't hate you, man. I know. I just feel like sometimes there are a lot of things that you do I don't agree with. But that doesn't make you like a truly bad person in my eyes. You know? That's all I really gotta say, Night of the Wind. If this part of the video is for you, but now I'm gonna switch on in the Teen Titans Go mode. So if you wanna cut this off at this part, go right ahead. For the rest of you, I'm about to basically squeal like a true fan of Teen Titans that is finally getting what he truly wants. But Night of the Wind, seriously, this is where it ends for you in this video. Now, with that out of the way, let's look at that beautiful, beautiful post-credit scene. What? Christian Whitehead to work on a 3D modern Sonic. Oh my god, really? Please, Christopher Whitehead, please. You know what we want. You know, please, do it. And then people will probably shut up about Sonic Adventure. I mean, guys, I love Sonic Adventure, but okay, here we go. I'm gonna look at that later. But let's go Teen Titans. Hold up, everybody. Just picking up something. So, we're going to look at the Roundtables video for a minute because I really want to talk about my theory.
And the time it takes you to realize you should have paid for the assembly.
Because now I'm going to revise the theory right before your eyes.
Maybe Federal Credit Union. Welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm Usher. Now, of course, spoiler warning. If you don't want to know about the post-credit sequence, click off next.
No,
This is signaled through some sort of communication device. What's important to note here is that Starfire states there isn't much time, while Raven says they need to know we're still here. As Cyborg successfully establishes a connection, the image is now clear, with Robin stepping back and stating, "This is the Teen Titans. We think we found a way back." And the signal is lost. So what does this all mean? Is the original Teen Titans coming back? Well, that's obviously what this scene is implying, but let's look at the world of Teen Titans Go. Both the 2003 series and the 60 series exist within Teen Titans Go itself, both thanks to Go's iteration of Control Freak. And while it's really vague in its interpretation because Teen Titans Go is primarily a comedy, it appears that through Control Freak's powers...
See, like, I had a theory that the Teen Titans only, after this episode, the Teen Titans are aware that they themselves are in this world. It's like a carbon copy of their world, but more goofy. Like, yeah, they play the idiots so they don't get canceled and they can get back to their old world. But here's the thing: like, they pretend to be goofy. They pretend to be nonsensical to throw off Control Freak, because Control Freak, in my theory, is like watching them, and he knows that it's getting a lot of ratings, so he's appeased. So they've been trying to figure out a way to actually fix everything. But when I really think about it, the Teen Titans in Go, this is probably just another universe when I really think about it. And I feel like when Control Freak, when Teen Titans got canceled in our world, like what Atrovox said, I think it could be possible, like what he says here.
These alternate versions of the Titans are actually alternate realities. Meaning the 2003 series isn't just a TV show. It was an entire dimension, universe, reality, whatever you may call it. Yet when the show was canceled in our world, something happened to their reality. And only until now, Cyborg, with technology possibly similar to Control Freak's abilities, has established a link with our own reality, us, the viewers. Robin stating he thinks they found a way back could mean that their reality was lost in the sands of time. And now things are going to get even more meta than before. I can see this all building up to some sort of special Teen Titans Go episode that involves the 2003 Titans. And another crossover between the original and 2003 series has been teased time and time again. And despite the references and direct footage from the original series being shown in Go, they keep curveballing us. I mean, that's how we got the episode around the 60 series in the first place. Now, the voice actors of Teen Titans Go did mention that if the movie makes enough money, we could see the original series return. But that may just be a play to get more people to see it, but not in the way that, oh, they don't plan to make it at all. But it's possible season 6 to already be in the works. Yet, that's a topic for another time. Until then, what do you guys think? How do you feel about this post-credit scene? Do you even want to...
But I believe, and this is just me. Now, we don't know this, and I'm just making it. I'm just piecing what I know from the last episode of Teen Titans, and also it kind of deconfirms that theory of the Teen Titans actually being dead because Beast Boy didn't come because he was so busy trying to get Terra to remember. So it takes that little dark theory out of the fucking water. Thank you. What I believe happened is like maybe after Beast Boy was like dejected with trying to get Terra back, and he was like, "Beast Boy, we need you," and the whole place turns white. What if? And just hear me out. And this is for all the DC fans. Every other person who knows what I'm about to say, and for the people who don't know, for like everybody who watches this video, and I mentioned Final Crisis for anybody who doesn't know, please tell your comment neighbor about it because they need to understand what's going on. You know, at the end of it, we saw everything go white. Beast Boy goes out. Beast Boy goes out the door, and everything goes white. And I said, you know, when I was thinking about it again, oh, it's ending. But no, when I really think about it, maybe the Teen Titans themselves with Control, you know, they were dealing with Control Freak at the time, right? Yeah, made Control Freak in his own way did, you know, he basically, I think it's leading to their own Final Crisis in a way. Because maybe, you know, maybe while Beast Boy was busy, Control Freak was like, you know, Titans, it's time to finally take you out. And I don't mean take you out. I mean, you all are canceled. Now listen, Beast Boy, like the last time our main Teen Titans fought Control Freak. And I'm not talking about when the Titans East fought Control Freak. Last time Beast Boy is the one that beat him. So that's why I think Robin was trying to call him furiously, because if anybody can fight Control Freak, it's Beast Boy. So when everything went to white in the last part of the episode, that wasn't just saying that the show was over. It was saying that, like, in a way, in the most meta way possible, because the old show did meta stuff too. It said that this show, Control Freak holds up a button. He says, "Titans, your show is canceled." Years later, Control Freak works on a new show called Teen Titans Go. It's like the original, but not really. The Titans are dumb. They don't really fight crime as much. And they're pretty much stupid, dumbass idiots. But while this is all going on, while Teen Titans Go is going on, the Titans that we all know are they're in the background, trying to figure out whatever Control Freak did to them. Why, you know, like let's say things are glitching up, their time is like frozen. It's frozen, guys, and they're just trying to figure out what they need to do. They know that Control Freak did something, but they don't know what. So what they did, since they know like everything in the DC universe, even though they may not be part of the main DC animated universe, they realize that Control Freak has done some multiversal like stuff, like some multiversal type power, because they can't interact with anybody. They're kind of like The Titans themselves are in limbo. They're in like TV limbo, where shows go when they're not played as much or you don't see them as much. The only reason I feel like the Teen Titans are even alive is because as old fans who never truly gave up that the Teen Titans would ever come back. And since this is a meta thing, we're the reasons why they're still alive, why they're still kicking. And maybe Control Freak actually showed them that everything they went through, everything that they've gone through, is nothing more than a TV show. But they know. But then, but what if Robin and the others see all of us? They see how the fact that we're angry, we're pissed off about Teen Titans Go, and they understand. They want to. They, they've been trying to reach out to us, to call out to us, trying to do every little thing in the book to reach out to us. And finally, after Teen Titans Go goes to the movies, that's why we see that. That's why we see the freaking post-credit scene. Raven basically says people need to know why we're still here. We're still around. Robin basically said, I think we found a way back, pretty much assuring everybody that, yeah, we're going to find a way back to you guys because you guys know, we know that you guys, we know about the fourth wall, and we know that you've been watching us. So we're coming back. And the reason why I think Starfire said there isn't much time is because Control Freak, even though he knows that the Titans are indisposed at the moment, he knows if he leaves them for way too long, they'll figure out a way out of this. They always do. That's why Control Freak ended the transmission, because he found out that they're actually trying to break through, not to the Justice League, not to any other superhero in their universe, but to us. Because we the fans hold the power to bring them back, to stop whatever Control Freak is doing by doing the whole Teen Titans thing. That is my theory. Is it, you think maybe it's possible? Maybe. Am I fucking happy to see the old Teen Titans even for a bit and it's not that fucking weird abridged thing they tried to do? Oh, hell yes. Do I wish this story that I just concocted was real? Man, I think it's pretty close. I think it has to be pretty close, because who else would they be talking to? They wouldn't be talking to any hero, because I think really they're in limbo. Like, they never, like, when the show got canceled, they never left the tower, because that's all there is. That tower. The only thing that keeps them tethered to their former world. And the one thing that probably keeps them, the one thing that literally keeps them, and the one thing that keeps them sane, since Cyborg has enough technology to at least show the other dimension, so they started looking at the Teen Titans Go universe, and they see the Teen Titans Go universe, well, is unabashed knockoffs of them. Robin basically says, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I went through a whole different thing. I wouldn't be this clingy. Beast Boy and Cyborg are kind of horrified with what they see. That even though, yes, they can be goofy and a little bit lazy, they know that they're not, because they have proved themselves time and time again. Raven is a little bit more curious though, because she sees this Raven, even though this Raven can only show like, even though our Raven can only show like no emotion, this Raven clearly can. And even though her dad in the Go Dimension is basically Trigon, but a kind of understanding kind of father figure, the thing that Trigon in any incarnation isn't. That kind of intrigues her, but she kind of doesn't like how Raven is. And yeah, all the shipping episodes, they saw those too. They saw those too. You know, Starfire and Robin are a little bit repulsed at their other selves because, you know, they're together. Like, they're like, after Trouble in Tokyo, they're a couple. Beast Boy and Raven kind of look at the, you know, them being together in some of these episodes and they're like they're like confused and a little bit mad and a little bit on the blushy side. But the one thing that probably puts them in gear is the one thing I'd say that put them all in gear is when they probably found a connection with us in our world's YouTube. And they saw our outrage, they saw our anger, they saw our rage. And they want to come back. Will this ever come to fruition? Who could say? Will we probably ever see them again? Probably. Who knows? Because remember, kids, when there's trouble, you know who to call. From their tower, they can see it all. They'll never stop till the job is done. Because when the world is losing all control, Teen Titans go. But hey, that's just one person's idea of what's going on. It could be totally different. But, you know, the only thing we really have to go on, the only thing I really truly have to go on is Control Freak. And then I start to think, you know, why would they tell us that Control Freak is the one that that he canceled the show? Why did they bring that up and never bring it up again? Why? I mean, we don't even see Control Freak after that. Like, we see every other villain, even Slay in the movie, but we don't see Control Freak after that episode. Strange, isn't it? But that's all I got, kids. I don't know if there's anything else I could really add to this. But if you have your own little theory or want to continue my little theory, just leave something in the comments. And for Night of the Wind, if you watch the other half of the first half of your video, you know, leave a comment, man. And you guys are probably wondering, well, Bugsy, what about the Not Terra? Explaining the Not Terra is going to take another video entirely before I can actually tell you what this Terra could possibly be. But yeah, when I get into that, it's going to be a trip. But do I think Terra is still alive? But do I think the Terra that we know is still alive in the original Teen Titans universe? Most likely. Probably not like in the comic books. Probably has a selective case of amnesia. But that's a story. But that's a video for another day. Folks, I'm Bugsy, and I am happy. No. I'm ecstatic that I got to see
Welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm Oshrik Vods, and Teen Titans Go to the Movies is fun. And as we see a distorted Beast Boy, Cyborg, Starfire, and Raven trying to establish a signal through some sort of communication device. What's important to note here is that Starfire states there isn't much time, while Raven...
that I got to see this.
My team and I
Not
always
that.
struggle managing our tasks, and so one of my colleagues found Monday.com. You can see the task owner, what the deadline is, change the status.
The Teen Titans. Can anyone hear us?
The scene being only a few seconds.
Now, I'm just happy that I got to see the post-credit scene. Like, that made my fucking day, guys. That made me basically get out of bed. That basically made me get out of bed to just do this video. And even though I have a wrestling thing I need to do in like a few hours from now, I needed to talk about this. So I'll see you guys later. Bugsy out, and remember, kids, let's keep on remembering the good parts of the Teen Titans. Let's not let them die out. They trying to reach us. And the least we can do is, in a way, in a very meta way, acknowledge that they're there. Acknowledge that we know that they're there now. But hey, that's all I got. See you guys later. I love you, Chaotic Nation. See you guys real soon. Well, actually, see you guys in like a few hours for my wrestling show. It's going to be great. Bye, guys.